Invictus, my kings, and welcome back to the Slavicus Maximus channel, and welcome back to the Hungary to Rome playthrough that we're doing over here. I'm basically popping up right where we left off with the chunks of France being conquered, the coalition disbanding again. Once I reload the game, that's the ultimate trick, just reload the game and the coalition will disband basically. We aren't really making all that much money. We haven't really been economy maxing this game, which is kind of a shame. If I ever do another Rome campaign, I'm definitely gonna go for more of an economic playthrough for sure. But we can now demand the territory of Sinai from Yemen, and we can now go to war with the Mamluks, who are guaranteed by Yemen. So this basically just avoids a truce. So Berdia, bam, there we go. March all these soldiers in. These guys can go ahead and start piecing out the Yemenis. We don't really necessarily want anything over here. I know the mission tree sort of guides you to going into Arabia, but I'm not really all about that life. We are restoring the Roman Empire, not really bothering with much of anything else. For a new idea group, I'll actually go with probably offensive, or maybe defensive would be good for the morale of armies. And fort maintenance would be down, garrison size. Quantity would also be very good. National manpower modifier would be absolutely amazing. But we have enough manpower, I think. So maybe offensive. Let's actually go with offensive ideas. Yeah, that's going to be very good. And so let's piece out the Yemenis. Let's take this small sliver of land from the Mamluks and let's get on with it. Alright, there we go. The Yemenis have been pieced out and the Mamluks have been fully occupied. Bam, there we go. Let's start coring these up, and then let's go for Fezzan. Bam. This will be a quick and easy one. Alright, Fezzan has been conquered. It's surprising that they've stayed alive for this long. Coalition. A lot of people will be mad about this for some reason, but that's just the name of the game. And now what we will want to do is actually, where is my other army? All the way over here. No reason to stay there. We can, okay, missionary just started working there. No to the missionary, yes to the coring. And we can start religious diplomats. Let's get rid of religious diplomats to increase the absolutism. We will now actually go for a Spanish Maghreb. The Spanish Maghreb, I'm not entirely sure how well this is going to go, but hopefully it goes okay. Let's first crush these nuisance rebels. Hopefully we crush them quite easily. Yes, there we go. Easy win. Almost lost the entirety of the free company, but doesn't matter. A win is a win. And so let's go. They are at war against someone all the way here in the New World. So maybe their armies just won't be around. That would honestly be probably for the best. So Thubacht. Can't really call in Britain because they are in debt, but we can call belligerent the Papal States. And bam, there we go. We'll see how this goes. Oh, we can call in Sweden, so let's call in Sweden at least, and let's start sieging these provinces down, eh? It's going to be quite the war. Okay, the war went kind of okay. It was definitely a struggle, but we managed to win in the end with a lot of deaths. This is what I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take the entirety of Spanish Maghreb, and I'm gonna take the coastline here in the north of Iberia. Not gonna take their money or anything, but we managed to push the Iberians back quite a bit. I don't think I'll have the overextended quite a bit. So let's actually, we're gonna do is can we not concentrate development? Can we not concentrate development somewhere like here. And this doesn't have enough dev, but the overextension, well, still quite high, but hopefully we'll manage to do a good job with it. And we have unlocked a new mission, the Exarchate of Africa, which gives us morale of navies and governing capacity. Quite good. And there we go, we have gained a bunch of claims on the Iberian stuff. So now all of France, all of Iberia, all of Portuguese Maghreb, we have claims on all of that. And yeah, we are finally taking shape. The Roman Empire has definitely started to take shape. Everybody has left the coalition against us. Very cool. I guess they see that they can't really do anything against us, so they decided to leave the coalition. Also took Malta because of the Malta forts, which are definitely going to be useful. Legitimacy question. We have enough legitimacy. What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? But we definitely do not have enough income because of root out corruption. Yeah, the corruption's actually sky high, so it's gonna be a little bit of a pain to get everything under control. And just as I said that we lost 2 of our advisors, don't have enough money. And we have separatist sentiment. So the rebels are definitely going to be rebel bombing, that's for sure. But hopefully we manage to pull out a victory in the end. Well, we of course are going to pull out a victory in the end. It's natural, but I'm going to have to take a closer look at what I'm taking next time to not get overextended. The truce with France is until 1632, so relatively quickly coming up here. We are going to be finishing that truce. We have a claim on this, so we might want to... Actually, they'll give it to Austria, so that's fine. What about you? Yeah, they'll give a bunch of stuff back to Austria. That's absolutely fine. So Austria grows a little bit stronger. Quite nice. And yeah, Tuscany has left the coalition. A lot of people leaving the coalition. Lots of rebels everywhere. It's just gonna be one of those times, eh? But also lots of bad events naturally. But we can export Byzantine mosaics to Great Britain to give us some money back. Let's repay our loans. Let's lower inflation a little bit. Let's actually core up some of these remaining provinces that we have. And yeah, let's continuing on. Okay, the truce with France has just ended, so back at it we are to take Forest. Let's find Forest. Bam, there we go. Let's call on Sweden. Britain still in debt, won't really come in, but we don't really even need to call on Sweden this time. Let's just save the points for when we need to go up against Spain again. Let's just save the alliances for those sort of occasions. We can take another government reform. Very nice. Let's scroll all the way down, and we will take national unrest, years of separatism. That's probably the best. It's probably the best one out there. And yeah, let's get on with getting on against this war. Let's see. Let's actually see. Can 80,000 of our guys beat 70,000 of theirs? Well, we won't really find out, will we? But what we can do is actually put some hurt on these Genevans. We don't really have the best military, unfortunately. It's just the way the national idea sort of pan out, is that the Byzantines really don't have the best. Oh, there we go, we lost this one, but it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's see. Yeah, yearly absolutism absolutely is going to be useful. And let's start just sieging down the provinces. We have so much. A loan offer from Brunswick, don't really need it, mate. But we have just so much overwhelming sheer amount of numbers that we'll surely win this one. If we manage to beat Spain, then we'll definitely manage. Why are we losing money? I'm losing because of fort maintenance, army maintenance. Ooh, because they are replenishing. I see. Yeah, they're replenishing, so that's why it's taking such a big toll on our finances. Not gonna pay the ducats for patriarch authority. And let's maintain the diplomat over there, and let's go back up north. Let's see if this time our military is actually up to snuff. Let's actually get a better upgrade to our military tech. They are military level 19. We just unlocked 19, so that's probably also why they were managing to beat us quite handily, is because they had a mil tech over us. And yeah, there we go. Managed to beat them that time. So everything should be fine now. Okay, this is about as much as we can take without going again over 100 overextensions. So quite a munch out of France this time. Very good, just on the edge of being overextended. Our manpower took quite a big hit with the last two wars, so it's gonna take a while for us to rejuvenate. And again, a new military coalition is being started, so again I will chill for a while, and then we will probably want to go back against the Spanish. We'll bounce back between Spain and France. It's going to be for the best. We really want to take out these big players and do not allow them any sort of chance to recuperate. Don't allow them to really get their bearings and actually bounce back from the defeat. We do not want that. We want to pummel them as much and hard as possible. So yeah, that's basically what we're gonna do. Okay, so our truce with the Spanish has ended. They are in a war against someone, and probably in the New World. So let's find this province and let's go in. They have a lot of troops again, but hopefully we'll manage to beat them again. It's going to be quite something to see whether or not we manage to do this. I don't know. Hopefully we will. Hopefully we will manage to beat the Spanish, but oh no, we aren't beating them. Oh no. And we're gonna have to stack our troops quite a bit. It's gonna run our manpower quite dry, but we're just gonna have to bear with it somehow. Gonna have to stick with my allies over here, wait for them to come in, because we do not have enough troops to defeat a 1k. Actually gonna have to stack all of my units on top of each other just to have a chance of beating them. There we go. We should win this one. Yeah, there we go. No, they of course reinforced, so we aren't in fact beating them. So this is going to be quite the war. And it looks like we just inherited Austria. Very cool. Not really sure what I'm gonna do with it right now, but yeah, good to know, I guess, that we've inherited Austria. Okay, this is probably as much war score as we're going to get without going up against the enemy, well, colonies, and it really isn't a lot that we're taking, but the overextension is gonna kill us if I go any further than this. So yeah, just gonna do this, but at least we know that we've kicked the Spanish out of Italy. And we can now allow our manpower to recover, because as you can see, it has taken quite a big hit and is now on 0. So let's shift gears back towards France, and the truce is gonna run out in 1650. So pretty soon here we're gonna run out the truce with France. So we're gonna go back to war with France, and we're gonna try and munch as much of them as possible. However, we have put quite a big hurt on whatchamacallit, Spain. So hopefully they stop being such a pain. We can no longer call them our rival. So hopefully everything's gonna go fine with that. We're gonna sit now, wait until our manpower recovers, and then we're gonna go to war against France. Okay, we had a regency council, so I couldn't declare war anyway, but now it's time to go back to war with France. Portugal won't defend them, very cool. and let's go for Animo, or however you pronounce that. Animo, something like that, I don't know. But yeah, our manpower recovered a tiny bit, so now we can go back into it. Apparently we lost to... Oh, look, Russia's finally waking up and dealing with the Great Horde. Russia, quite a fearsome enemy. It's good that we don't have to fight them at all this campaign. But manufactories just spawned, and I think France is no longer a big threat. I'm still worried about Spain and Portugal. Those are the people that I'm most worried about. And the truce with Spain runs out in 1661. So we'll deal with France over here, and then we'll head back in on to Spain. We really want to hit them hard as much as possible. Even if we take only one province, we want to weaken them. Because I really do not want to face an insanely powerful last boss. That's just not something that I'm willing to play with. Portugal has been almost full sieged, which is quite interesting. They are at war with... Who are they at war with? Great Britain, France. Yeah, so they're at war with quite a few people, probably because I made them break the alliance with Spain, so they aren't defended at all, basically. But I think they were the defender of the faith for quite a while. So, hey, maybe it caught up with them, but I'm not entirely sure. We can now peace out Genoa. Let's just take standard war reps money. Bam, there are one province minor here in Azov. I did make them go Orthodox, though they were a republic, so just a random remnant of Genoa over there. And yeah, so let's get smashing. Look at Portugal, man. They have been split in half by what their former colony Caraibas, and now we are at war with them as well, because they are allied with Great Britain and France, so they probably declared independence, if I'd have to guess. Caraibas over here, they declared independence, and then they went after Portugal and took a bunch of provinces for them. So that's quite random, but hey, it weakens the Portuguese, and maybe we won't have to deal with them so much so often, because they were getting involved in almost every war because they were the defender of the faith. So hopefully that makes things a little bit easier, but we will see. Alright, this is as much as we can take from the French. It's kind of slow going, but oh well, what can you do? We have again managed to conquer quite a bit of Gaul. So yeah, there we go. Managing to munch into Spain, managing to munch into France, and we managed to kick out the Spanish from the from Italy. It's a little slow going, I'll admit, but our name is looking mighty fine. We still have about 200 years left in game, I do believe. So there's more than enough time, I think, managed to inherit Austria. But yeah, so as you can see, the Spanish have begun reconstructing their army. So it's going to be quite a pain. When does the truce end? 1661, so quite a bit. But yeah, what am I, Kings? Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.